Hello, friends. Welcome to humanology 2423. Happy Wednesday, I think. It is. Yeah, happy Wednesday evening. Yeah, welcome. Good evening. Let's see. Let's do martial arts. We did a lot of kicks lately, okay? So let's do punches then, okay? Yeah. Just, punch, just straight punch, okay? Yeah. Martial arts, okay? Right? And faster, right? Woohoo! The other hand, right? It's just straight punch and then faster, okay? Right? Right. Now back punch, right? Uh, okay. 5 minutes break. Yeah, my $5 martial arts educator coach Vermont. Thank you. 5 minutes. Thank you. Woo! Good cardio. Wow. Good exercise there. I'm hot now. Wow. Oh. Okay. Good evening. Welcome. Let me grab some drinks. Yeah, bought some whiskey in a long time. I look forward to that. Let me get some water. Okay. Whiskey time. Yeah. Let me do my hairdo. The other way. Do my hairdo. Ah. And yeah, Kentucky bourbon whiskey. Okay. Never tried this brand before, but yeah, we'll see. I hopefully it's not sweetened or anything. No. Okay. Yeah. Originally Bourbon, that's, I think it's town in France, but Bourbon whiskey, that's kind of American, okay, so, uh, uh, traditional. Okay, welcome. Good evening. Uh, happy Tuesday. Wednesday. Happy Wednesday evening. Let me do my hair. Uh, let's laugh it off. Okay. Ah, some water. Water is good. Yeah. Happy Wednesday. Yeah. It's good. Yeah. I like it. Now let's continue the discussion of humanological theology. Okay, so it's a theory. Okay, so some traditional religions they say, oh, their theory about God is the truth. I have to disagree. Okay, in my opinion, I think they are theories. Okay, and their theory is about gods, goddesses, goods and bads. Okay, but I do not think they are 100% true. Okay, I think it's their opinions. I'm I have the luxury to say this because I do not subscribe to any traditional religions. Okay, so humanology, we are like very objective, scientific, so logical, rational. So we are free thinkers. Okay, but having said that, in humanized school, we appreciate traditional religions. We do. Okay, although we may not always agree with them, with their theories. Okay, so one way to look at it is this. Okay, gods, goddesses, deity, divinity. I mean, there are many theories, okay, like Wikipedia, like theism, you name it, okay. So I understand. Yeah, I've read some of that in Wikipedia, okay. It's theology, okay. There are many theories in theology, okay. Theories about divinity, deities, okay. So, and, but in human rights school, we have our own theories, okay, about divinity. So, one way to look at it is this, okay. One possibility is look at the universe, visible universe. Okay? And please allow me to use male pronoun because I happen to be male, so it's just easier for me to use male pronoun. Okay? But we appreciate both genders. Okay? Yeah, we are not genderist. We appreciate both genders. Okay? So, okay, if God created the universe, okay, uh, maybe, but God is invisible. Universe is visible. Mostly. Okay. I mean, of course, they're microorganisms. That's not visible to naked eyes, bare eyes. But we can look at micro in the microscope nowadays, like electron microscope, whatever microscope. Okay, you can look at the bacteria and everything these days. Okay, so okay. And if some planets, stars are too far away in the universe, yeah, we cannot quite see them. Okay, but there's some we can see. Okay, so let's just talk about planet Earth. Okay. Or surrounding nearby planets, satellites, stars, whatever, galaxies, Hubble telescope, whatever, okay. So God is invisible, and there's visible universe that we can watch. And so if God created the universe, perhaps there's some similarity between God and universe. Maybe by just looking at the universe, maybe we can get some idea what who God is about, what God is about. That's one approach to think about who God is, what God is about, what God is like. Yeah, just by looking at the universe. Okay, yeah, His own creation. Okay, yeah. Maybe there's some similarity between God and His creation. Maybe there's some similarity. I think that's a reasonable approach. I'm not saying it's the truth. I do not know what the truth is. I'm only human. God never talks to me, not directly. Okay? Then God ever talks to me, maybe indirectly, maybe through people, maybe learning from other people, maybe TV show, music video, maybe movies, internet articles. Maybe that's how God indirectly talk to us. I don't know. Okay, yeah, but God never talks to me directly. I'm ordinary person. Okay, yeah. Eh, But as a humanologist, yeah, we can come up with some rational, reasonable approach to theology, more based on logic. Okay, finance very focused. Okay, thank you. And there are other branches of theology who does that. Okay, I know. I've read about it in Wikipedia. Okay, like Buddhism, theism, whatever. Okay, yeah, I read a little bit about them. Okay, yeah. Finance, thank you. Or I'm cooking like, in the microwave. Okay. So, okay. Let's just go along that line of logic. Okay. If God created the universe, then maybe just by looking at observing the universe, maybe we can learn something about God. Let me get some terms, okay? I had to protect esophagus from the alcoholic beverages. Right? Well, so as an analogy, okay, let's look at human being and the invention that human beings make, like computers. So humans invented computers. So does a computer look like human being? By looking at the computers, can we say anything about humans? How about cars, airplanes? By looking at cars, airplanes, invention by humans, can we learn anything about humans? What does humans make? Kind of create music, sure, musical instruments like a guitar, harmonica. Does it look like human being? By studying harmonica, can we learn anything about humans? Huh? Then is it fraud theory, fraud approach? I don't think so. Okay. Okay, then what's the connection between computer and humans? What's the similarity? How about brain? Okay. How about eyes? How about tongue, lips, mouth, ears? That's what computer has. Computer nowadays, computer camera, right? Yeah, that's like eyes, and computer have microphones, so that's like ears. Computer have speakers, so it's like mouth. Computer have like memory chips. Okay, so CPU, central processing unit, and it has some short-term memory, memory chip, right? Like random access memory. That's no electricity, okay? And then you have computer has long-term memory. That's based in like hard disk, like more magnetic based, so that those memories do not get erased. They're long-term memory in computers, okay? So power goes out, yeah, short-term memory wiped out because based on electric voltage level, random access memory. Back in the days, okay? Nowadays it's different terminology, but it's the same thing, okay? Long-term memory, like hard disk drive, is based on magnetic particles to store like 0 and 1, depending on the direction of this small magnetic particle. Yeah, so power goes out, it's still there. Memory, long-term memory. Okay. Yeah. So computers are very much like human being or animal. Okay. How about cars, airplanes? Well, humans we cannot quite fly. Huh? So airplanes, I guess, is kind of like a bird or honeybee or butterfly, dragonfly, right? How about cars? Cars are very much like human being or animal. Okay. Cars. We're not talking about electric cars. We gasoline powered, diesel powered, fossil fuel. Okay, that's their food, and the exhaust pipe, carbon dioxide goes out. Okay, their food, yeah, gasoline, diesel. That's like hydrocarbon, fossil fuel. That's like carbohydrate that we eat, like rice, ramen noodle, bread. Okay, so carbohydrates. Hydrocarbon, carbohydrate, that's similar in chemical composition. Carbons and hydrogens. Okay, basically. Yeah. So we eat. And also cars, traditional fossil fuel car, they bring oxygen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because they need to burn that fossil fuel for engine to run with igniter, ignition, sparkle, and right the pump the that engine. Huh? Yeah. They need to burn that fossil fuels. Yeah, to ignite, they need to make fire basically. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of like explosion kind of. Okay. Yeah, so it's like breathing. Human being, we eat food, carbohydrate, and we breathe in oxygen. So yeah, that's what we need. Okay, oxidation to convert chemical energy to car to mechanical energy in human body or animal body, uh, even plant body. ATP energy. That's biochemical energy. Okay. Yeah, so it's very very small. Okay. Airplanes, the same thing. They have engines. They need fossil fuel. They need oxygen. Okay, and they get spit out the carbon dioxide too. Okay. Okay. When it comes to like helicopters, drones can be battery powered because drones are small. Okay, but when it comes to big airplane, ships, cargo ships, big helicopters, they cannot be operated by batteries. Why? Batteries, cars, yeah, but airplane, ships, space rockets, they cannot be powered by batteries. Why? Because batteries are too heavy. Cars can, okay? But a big cargo ship, like passenger airplane, cargo airplane, big helicopters or rocket that goes to space, they can never be done by electricity like batteries. No, because batteries are very inefficient storage unit for energy. It's just too heavy. Okay? Yeah. Fossil fuel is by far more efficient than batteries. Okay? It's science, engineering. Okay? I'm not making some political, ideological statement here. It's science, engineering. Okay? Fine with bro. Okay? But I'm not against electric cars. It's consumer's choice. It's diversity. Okay? Yeah. So my friends have electric cars. Okay? That's cool. 5 minutes, bro. Okay? Thank you. Uh, all right. Okay, so going along with that line of theory, okay, uh, it's kind of a little bit partially based on Mr. Moses' theory. Book of Genesis in Old Testament Bible, in Christianity, they say what God created humans after his own image, right? I like some parts of that idea. I do, okay? Yeah. So it's kind of similar, right? Yeah. God created the universe first after his own image, not just humans. It's a theory. I do not know what the truth is. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so going along that line, okay, now let's look at human world. Uh, let's say crimes. Okay, there are crimes. We read in the news, okay, but crimes are not that common, okay. At least in America, today's America, okay. I look. I go to those shopping mall, go to supermarket, or just drive down the road. Have I ever seen like crimes? If I go to a gas station, I have seen some theft, like people running away with stolen products. They steal something, do not pay for it, and they just run away. I have seen it. Not very common at all. No. Last time I've seen it, that was years ago. Gas station. About 2, 3 years ago. Somebody stole something and ran away from a gas station. Okay, I've seen it about 2 to 3 years ago. How about from supermarket? Somebody is stealing something from a supermarket. There was about 4 to 5 years ago. Well, I've seen it. At least in like today in America, Alaska. I've been living in Alaska for how many years? 11 years. Okay, yeah. At least in Alaska, America, well, it also depend on the neighborhood, right? But it's not that common at all. No, crimes not common. Okay. So let's say on average, okay, let's say about 1% of the human world is evil, 99% good. What is evil? Harming some other people in order to satisfy oneself. Crimes. Okay? Or it could be some immoral thing like bullyism. Bullyism can be crimes. It could be criminal harassment or it could be criminal assault. Some bullyism are very much criminalistic. Okay, so some bullyism, it could be criminal harassment or criminal assault. So they can be crimes. Some bullyism. Okay, but other kind of bullyism maybe not does not involve like too much of that, but more nuanced, like more psychological torture a little bit. That does not quite rise to the level of criminality, but it could be a tort, civil action. In tort, civil action is called the intentional infliction of emotional distress. You can sue somebody for that. Intentional infliction of emotional distress. IIED, or it could be negligent infliction of emotional distress, NIED, okay? In tort, the civil side. Basically sue them in court and then get some money damage, the money compensation. Okay, that's civil side. Criminal side, those are more serious ones. It's more than hurt feelings. Criminal side, it's like actual physical damage from physical assault or for psychological damage from this harassment, like stalking and stuff like that. Those are crimes, more serious ones. Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, fine is for correct. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, welcome to human school. All right. Sure. Yeah. Time check now. It's been less than 1 hour. Okay. Let's check on my. Okra chicken. That's today's menu. Yeah. All right. So let's follow along this line of theory. We are being logical, okay? But look, I apologize ahead if I offend anybody, okay? I appreciate traditional religions, and I think they're great social institutions that play very important social roles. I appreciate traditional religions, okay? I do, okay? It's just that we are kind of like making some criticism against some traditional religions theologies. That's all. We're not criticizing organized religions because they are more than theologies. Okay, there's wonderful social function that they play, like charity, good community, spiritual healing. I needed that. Okay, so welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, martial arts. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, welcome. My professional doors, martial arts education encouragement. Okay, thank you. Yeah, we'll do martial arts maybe in 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about theology now. Okay. Yeah, welcome. Good evening. Yeah. My professional doors, martial arts education encouragement. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. So in this human world, uh, yeah, welcome. Good evening. Yeah, we are talking about theology. In this human world, let's simplify the numbers. Let's say 99 people are good people, 1% bad people, like harmful people who want to harm other people for their own benefit, right? Yeah, criminals, not just criminals, just bullies, just bad people out there. Let's say 1% of humanity are bad people, 99% good people. 1% kind of selfish. They want to harm other people for their own benefit. Okay? Yeah. Now, if God created the entirety of humanity, like 99% good people, 1% bad people, and if that's what God created, and if it is the reflection of God, then does it mean like God is 99% good and 1% evil? Well, some traditional religions hypothesize the existence of afterlife, like heaven, afterlife, paradise. So maybe good people go there. And they also hypothesize existence of bad afterlife, hell. Okay, so yeah, maybe they do exist. I do not know. Okay, I've never been there, obviously. Okay, so I mean, there's some people in emergency room who had some experience during their coma when they were unconscious. Maybe dream or who knows, I don't know. Okay, they do talk about it, right? After they get out of those health crisis from emergency room. Yeah. Mhm. Their experience could be true. I don't know. Maybe it could be the dream. I don't know. I do not know. Okay, but I have not experienced that part. At least not yet. Okay, so I do not know anything about afterlife. Okay, uh, so because that's difficult subject matter. Okay, uh, because we just do not know. Okay, afterlife. It's not within our observable universe. Afterlife. So we cannot quite tell whether it exists or not. It's beyond us. Okay? But if you just look at the observable universe, like human world, 1% bad people, 99% good people. And if God created all of them, does that mean God is about 99% good and 1% evil? Again, I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody, but that's never my intention. I am a scientist, I'm a scholar, academic, I'm a humanologist. Okay, so yeah, sometimes we do study theology. Okay. Why? Because it's very intellectually challenging subject matter, and we love intellectual challenges. Okay, yeah. So welcome to humor school. Okay, but no offense intended. But I apologize if I offended anybody. But that's never my intention. Okay, we are making some philosophical inquiries. That's all. Okay, yeah. 5 minutes break. Thank you for correct. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Uh, uh, oh, martial arts. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Now, some religions theorize that God is perfect, God is good, right? 100%, right? Okay, then the obvious question is, okay, if God is 100% good and God created the universe, if God also created the universe as 100% good God, and if God is 100% good and if God also created the universe, then why and how does there exist this 1% evil in the world, human world? Where does it come from? Who created evil? Humans? God's creatures? Can human can humans are humans capable of creating something that God could not create? Then does it not make human beings more powerful than God? Because humans can create something that God could not create. Evil. Is that possible? Is that logically consistent? Hmm? Look, it's not my intention to commit like blasphemy, sacrilege. No, not at all. I'm only a human being. I'm not a Satan. I'm not a devil. Although I appreciate Satanism as a religion, okay, it's religious freedom in America, okay, so I appreciate all religions, whether they are mainstream or minority. Doesn't matter, does not matter. It's religious freedom. I appreciate that all religions out there, okay, so as long as they do not harm people, well, yeah. So one alternative theory could be, would could be, might be, maybe God created evil. Right? Because it's not logical that God's creature, humans, is more powerful than creator God. That's not logical, right? So, yeah, I mean, we're just being logical, that's all. Yeah. We do not intend to offend anybody. No, no, we're just being logical, that's all. Yeah. Then the next question would be, like philosophical question, what is the definition of good and evil? Right? Yeah. So we're doing philosophy today and theology as well, religion too. Okay? Yeah. Welcome to humanology, okay? Yeah. It's intellectually challenging. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah. So welcome to humanology, okay? Now let's take 5 minutes break for rest, okay? Thank you. The time check now. Has it been 1 hour already? Not quite. Okay, so yeah, 5 minutes. Okay, thank you. Yeah, welcome to humanology, okay? Yeah. Nice. Very intellectual discussion. Yeah. All right, welcome back. Some brightness adjustment here. Is the wardrobe malfunction? I don't think so. Uh, okay, definitions of good and evil. Okay, so now it's being too like metaphysical, philosophical. Let's get down to earth. Okay, let's get grounded. More concrete examples. Okay, during my lunchtime, okay, I had some hand sardines. It was good. Okay, from Walmart, very affordable and very healthy. Okay, sardines, they're lower in the food hierarchy, so they're small fish, so very low mercury. Okay, so it's safe to eat like every day. Okay, It was good, okay? But from Sardin's point of view, a human being, Honky Lee, is evil, selfish, because I'm harming the sardine population in order to satiate my hunger. That's selfish. Harming the fish, benefiting by harming the fish. Not just one. In canned sardine, how many sardine fishes are there? Like maybe eight? I don't know. Okay. About okay. That's small fish, right? So from Sargent's point of view, Hunky Lee, a human being, is very selfish, harming the Sargent population in order to benefit himself. What a selfish entity Hunky Lee, human being, is. Okay, I'm sure sardines, they're animals, okay? I'm sure they appreciate vegetarians, vegans, okay? As opposed to an omnivore like Hunky Lee. I'm sure they hate me. They see me as an evil enemy. Sardines, okay? So as you can see from this concrete example, uh, the definition of good and evil is inherently relativistic. We're not talking about Einsteinian relativity. We're talking about classical mechanics like Galilean, Newtonian, classical relativity, okay? So Einsteinian relativity is wrong, okay? But good part of Mr. Albert Einstein is thought experiment, populariz- popularization thereof. That's good part of him, okay? I appreciate that. I do. Yeah? But that's what we are doing here. Thought experiments, okay? Kinda. Oh, now, yeah, celebration, the brain exercise, okay? And so yeah, the definition of good and evil is inherently relativistic. Okay, so like hungry bear in Alaska, uh, they sometimes eat people. Every now and then, there's news in Alaska, not just in Alaska, Canada, Russia, where there are bears. Uh, some bears do eat people. Okay, from bear's point of view, a bear would say, "Okay, Honky Lee, you say I'm evil because I eat people. I'm Alaskan bear, or Russian bear, Canadian bear, European bear, okay? Yeah, I eat people because I'm hungry. I want to survive. Hunky, you call us evil bears? How about you? You eat sardine. You ate sardine earlier today during your lunchtime. You are evil too, Hunky, human being, eating other animals like that. See what I'm saying? Yeah, we're doing some acting, okay? Welcome to human school. We do that too, okay? Kind of like philosophical relativism with some science like biology, okay? Yeah. Ecology. Food chain, yeah. 5 minutes break for correct, okay? Thank you. It's even over 1 hour, so let's ventilate, okay? I need some oxygen. Obviously. Yeah, let's bring it in, all right? Yeah, take 5. Thank you. Okay, welcome back. We are back. So, yeah, it's like Alaska, like 8 p.m. Summer. It's like it's bright. Okay. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. Now, okay. Now let's compare the God's world and the human world. Okay, up there in divine universe, maybe there are many gods, goddesses, and angels, and there may be some hierarchy there, like triangular, like higher gods, middle gods, lower gods, okay, goddesses. Maybe there's some hierarchy. Maybe there are many of them. Okay, maybe not as many as humans on Earth, but there could be many, like deities. Who knows? I don't know. In human world, it's like this. Okay, in humanology. Okay, so that is metaphysical hierarchy. Okay, it's already published in humanology paper series. Okay, it's in the internet. Okay, so like, okay, so let's look at human world. Uh, like in governmental level, in human society, yeah, we protect endangered species, minorities, okay? And when it comes to animals that we consume, it could be farming or it could be harvesting from the nature, like hunting, fishing. But we want to make sure, as a governmental level regulation, that they do not run out, so that their species are preserved, not extinction. We do not want that. Governmental regulatory agencies like wildlife, fishing game. Okay, yeah, there's some state level, federal level. Okay, agencies, governmental agencies who regulate hunting, fishing, trapping of wild animals. Okay, yeah. Agriculture. Oh, farmed animals never go extinct. Why? Because people make money off of them. Okay, farmed animals never go extinct. The best way to prevent extinction of some species of animals or plants is farming. The farmed animals never go extinct. Because people make money off of it. Okay, they make sure that they do not get extinct. Okay, yeah. Okay. Now we can a little bit talk about politics. Okay, sure. It's cool. Politics is important. Okay, I think I said something like, "Oh, I don't care about politics." Actually, I do. Okay, yeah. It sometimes it does make difference. Okay, who get elected? Okay, I do care. Okay, it's important. Okay, public servants, politicians, 99% of the time they're doing very good job. Okay, I appreciate that. Okay, yeah, I do. But I don't like my hairstyle. Okay, so let me redo my hairdo. Okay, so, I took a shower earlier this morning before I went to work. Okay, so yeah, humans, we ensure, although most of us humans eat animals. Most of us humans are omnivores. We eat meat and vegetables too. Okay, most of us do. So when it comes to animals, yeah, we eat them. Most of us humans, but we want to make sure that particular species of edible animals do not go extinct because we still need them. Yeah, that's why we do farming. When it comes to fishing and hunting, trapping, yeah, some regulation so that did not go extinct. Those edible animals, okay? How about God, goddess, like divinity, who are higher than humans? So it's like gods, goddesses, divinity, lower level, humans. low level animals, low level plants, low level objects. This metaphysical hierarchy in humanology, okay? Yeah. So one possibility is this, and it may hard to swallow, okay? I know it's horrible from human beings' point of view, but well, my hairstyle is horrible. So by logic, analogy, okay, like welcome, good evening. Okay, let's take 5 minutes break, okay? Yeah, my professor is yours. Yeah, martial art education, college level, okay? Thank you. Welcome, good evening. Yeah, we talk about science, religion, politics, whatever, economics, okay? We talk about everything, okay? So welcome to my school, okay? It's a variety show. 5 minutes break for rest, okay? Thank you. Yeah, 5 minutes. Yeah, martial arts, education, college level, okay? My professor. Thank you. 5 minutes, thank you. Yep. Well, so we talk about this metaphysical hierarchy in human school, okay? So, it's a very controversial subject matter that I'm about to talk about, okay? So, uh, but again, I apologize if I'm offending anybody, okay? That's not my intention, okay? No, I don't want to offend anybody. Why would I? Mm-mm. We're doing humanology, okay? Yeah. It's just that somebody has to do it. Okay? To me personally, I think it's God-given mission, God-given assignment. Okay, that I do this and I do. Okay, yeah, but I apologize. I do not want people to hate me for saying this, but I put it nicely. Okay, yeah, yeah, I do my best. To be not offensive. Okay, I do my best. Okay, yeah, I promise. Okay. Uh, It's difficult task. But I'll be a little bit blunt too. Okay, so okay, if God, okay, if human society, lower beings, lower echelon, lower level animals and plants, we like hunt them, trap them, fish them, and we farm them to feed us humans, these lower level animals, plants. We control them, okay, but we make sure they're not go extinct as species of plants, animals. Okay, yeah. We preserve those species of animals and plants. Okay. Now the scary part, okay. How about upper level, above human being, like gods, goddesses, deities, divinities? Let's do acting, okay? Let's make a movie. Action. Good evening, Mr. God, Miss Goddess. Yeah, how are you doing this fine evening? Welcome to Human School, Human Show. Yeah, thank you for joining us. Yeah. I have a question for you, or two, question or two for you. Okay, so you don't have to answer my questions. Okay, yeah, but please feel free to. Okay, a great honor to have you in the show. Thank you for visiting us, Mr. God, Miss Goddesses. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. So, Mr. Gods, Mr. Miss Goddesses, are you farming us human beings? Are you hunting us, trapping us, fishing us for your own benefit? Gods, goddesses, up there, paradise, heaven. Do you treat us humans as if we humans treat animals and plants? We farm them, hunt them, trap them, and fish them, right? For our own food. Is that how it is? Gods, goddesses, as a higher being, do you eat us humans to feed yourselves? Is that what's going on in the world? Like human sacrifice? Like gods, goddesses, like does it entertain you in heavenly paradise? Are you bored because you have all the food, your eternal life, billions, trillions, quadrillions, quintillions, sextillions, septillions, like octillions, nanollions, or whatever, forever eternal life in up there in heavenly paradise. You live so long, so you're bored. So is that why sometimes out of boredom, some entertainment's sake for divinities up there, is that why you created evil in human society, crimes, wars, diseases, in order to entertain yourself up there at the expense of humans, in order to entertain yourself? Is that why you created evil? That's my question. Hmm? If that's the case, please stop doing that because I'm not like a lawyer for humanity. I'm an advocate for humanity. Please stop doing that, okay? Because that's not nice. You don't need human sacrifice. You don't need all these wars, crimes. all these human sufferings. Gods, goddesses, you got everything you want, you need. Okay, you're like deities, divinities. You don't need human sacrifice, wars, crimes. You don't diseases. You don't need that stuff. Please, Mr. God, Miss Goddesses, come up with a better idea, okay? As opposed to human sacrifice like that. Please stop, okay? Please. I'm asking, okay? Yeah, I am challenging you to come up with a better idea than that. You should do better than that, okay? So, please. All right, scene card, okay? Yeah, so. Welcome to human school, human show, okay? We'll take 5 minutes break for rest, okay? Yeah, my professor results, martial arts, education, content development, okay? Thank you. 5 minutes for rest. Good evening. Yeah, welcome to human show, human school, okay? All right, thank you. All right, 5 minutes, thank you. Yeah, there it is. All right. Yeah, so my future leaders. Yeah, martial arts, education, career development, okay? Thank you for joining us. Good evening. So we'll wrap it up real quick, okay? Because, okay, yeah, welcome. Yeah, my future leaders. Yeah, martial arts, education, career development, okay? Yeah, we're doing humanology, okay? We'll wrap it up real quick because I'm kind of drunk. I gotta eat some food, go to bed, sleep, and get back to work tomorrow like everybody else, okay? All right, so we'll wrap it up real quick, okay? Yeah. Now we're talking about theology, okay? Yeah, sure. Hmm? I like mathematics, martial arts, dancing, okay? I have diverse interests, okay? So, yeah. Healthy hobbies, okay? Yeah. Yeah, gnosis. Yeah, nice, nice. You're very knowledgeable, okay? Yeah. It's about knowledge, right? Yeah, yeah, that's great, okay? Yeah. Very cool. Very smart. Yeah. Very proud of you. Okay, now, if God created humanity after his own image, okay? And when we look at the humanity, human society is imperfect. Okay? So if God created humanity after his own image, maybe God is imperfect too. Okay? We are taking a guess about God based on God's creation, humanity, okay? That's observable universe, the humanity. We read the news, we read history books about human society, okay? If God created humanity after his own image, where we cannot see God, God is invisible, right? But we can see humanity, human history, we can read the news, okay? Yeah, humanity is very imperfect. But if God created humanity after his own image, maybe God is very much imperfect, just like humanity. Okay? And if we look at that imperfection, just look at current events in the news or history, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you write a book, okay? You have very good knowledge, okay? Write a book, okay? Yeah, great knowledge. Yeah, write it down, write a book, okay? You're very smart. I very much appreciate your knowledgeableness and smartness, okay? Yeah. Write a book, or two, or three, or 10, 30, okay? You're very smart. Very proud of okay? Now let's take 5 minutes break for rest, okay? Thank you. I'm 48 years old, okay? So, and some for rest, okay? 5 minutes break. My proud future leaders. Martial art education curriculum, okay? Also publication, yeah. Okay, welcome back, we're back. Yeah, write a book, okay? Or two, or three, or 10, okay? Very smart. Yeah. Yeah, so we are working operating upon two assumptions, okay? God created the universe, and then also God created the universe after his own image. It's like Book of Genesis Bible, kinda, okay? Okay. So if that's true assumptions, then okay, God created the universe and God created the universe after his own image, okay? Two assumptions, okay? That could be true or false. I don't know. Okay. We're just doing some thought experiments, okay? Yeah. In theology, but God is invisible. So we can only observe the observable universe, our present in the news, cell phone, okay, internet, or in the past, history, in our cell phone, internet, or books, okay, all the histories of humanity, okay, and we know about two things about that observable universe. The future is not visible. We can take a guess about the future, okay? But the observable universe is present, and the past. Okay? Present news, or internet, online, cell phone. Okay? Past history. Yeah, cell phone, Wikipedia, whatever, internet articles, books. Okay? And you know about two things about this present and the past. Okay? It's imperfect. It's not ideal. Far from it. What's going on in the world? War, crimes, diseases. It's imperfect. It's far from ideal. Okay. Yeah. Horrible things happen. And I'm very sorry. I do care. But I also care about my hairstyle. I'm being selfish. Yeah, let me redo my hairdo. Now, time check. I care about 2 hour time limit to, well, we have 30 minutes left, I guess. About. Okay, let me redo my hairdo. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm being selfish. Okay. But I'm 48. I'm losing a lot of hair, okay? Some guys do not lose any hair, okay, at their age. I do. Okay, it's genetics. That's fine. Whatever, okay. Maybe I start wearing wigs or hat, or just shave my hair. I don't know what I want, but that's fine. All right? Yeah. I've done three. Wearing wig, shaving my hair, wearing hat. I've done all three in my past. I'm 48, okay? So, been there, done that, okay? No problem. All right? Now, okay. So, what were we talking about? I lost the track of my thought. Track of my thought. What were we talking about? Theology, okay, and some biology, whatever. Okay, so I'm kind of getting drunk. Okay, so what was I talking about 2 minutes ago before I talk about my hairdo? We do because of human show. We do comedy. Okay, yeah, acting. So like yeah, evolution, right? Yeah, evolution. Yeah, if you look at the human history, okay, maybe like 100,000 years. I don't know, something like that. 100,000 years. Homo sapiens, human species. Okay, they evolve, but they evolve very slowly. Okay, to become a better species. Animals, plants, they do it too. In biology, okay, evolutionary biology, okay, they evolve very slowly. Right? Observable universe. Okay, that's an imperfection. Okay, flaws, defects. This is observation number one. Observation number two. Observable universe. Okay, they evolve. They get better slowly. Okay, so observation number two. Number one, imperfection in observable universe. Okay, yeah, there's some flaws, defects, mistakes, errors. right, in the universe, okay? Observer universe, human history, okay? Yeah, some hiccups here and there. Yeah, people make mistakes, right? Observation number one, imperfection. Observation number two, in human history, looking back in the history, they get better. In America, there used to be racism, governmental level, okay, today's standard, not acceptable, like eugenics. Eugenics, it did not originate from Germany, it originated from America. It's about World War II, right? Yeah, okay, yeah. Look, welcome, okay? So, be peaceful, be nice, okay? Martial art education college, okay, thank you. We'll take 5 minutes break, okay? Because what? You got what? How many minutes do we have left? Time check. I have some vocal rest, okay? Yeah, we got like 10 minutes left, okay? Yeah, 5 minutes break. Yeah, mighty professional leaders, martial art education college, okay? Be peaceful. Martial arts is exercise, strengthening your spirits, okay? 5 minutes break, thank you. We got 10 minutes left. All right, thank you. Yeah. Okay, so let's make it real quick, okay? Short and sweet, okay? Two assumptions in humanological theology, okay? Yeah, God created the universe and God created the universe after his own image. Reflection, like mirror, okay? There's two assumptions in humanological theology, okay? And then two observations of humanity. Humanity as it stands today is imperfect, not perfect at all, far from ideal. Right? Humanity is imperfect. That's first observation. Second observation, humanity has evolved. Yeah, we get better. Okay. So based on these two observations, humanity is imperfect and humanity evolve. They get better. Humanity, generation after generation. Okay. And then now back to two assumptions in humanological theology. Okay. Yeah, God created the humanity and God created humanity after his own image. Okay. So God is just like us, humans. He's imperfect and he still evolves. He get better. Okay. Yeah, so there it is, okay? So humanological theology, okay? Yeah, so I'm drunk and I'm not quite hungry, okay? Yeah, so I had something before, okay? So earlier this evening, so well, yeah, but I need to eat and I had to watch some maybe Korean TV shows in YouTube or some music videos. I don't know. Yeah, to get away from all this theology, humanology, mathematics. Okay, it's just good entertainment in YouTube or in the internet, TV, whatever. Okay, some documentaries or whatever. Okay, so yeah, make some music videos. Okay, I appreciate music. Okay, so I ordered. Okay, this waveless chromatic harmonica, like continuous sound, like pee. Yeah, I listened to the radio. Okay, was wondering what kind of harmonica is that? Okay, so waveless chromatic harmonica. Okay, I ordered it online. Okay, so yeah. I play it when it comes in a month or so. Okay, so no matter. Yeah, because I was fascinated when I heard that in the radio. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Mm. Yeah, we appreciate professional musicians. Okay, they're amazing. Yeah. Well, see you next time. Okay, I'm hiccuping. Totally drunk. Yeah, I just eat some food and watch some music videos or Korean TV shows. I don't know what I'm so guess. And then I eat some food and then yeah, dental hygiene, right? Dental floss, mouthwash. Because I already brushed my teeth earlier this evening. Okay, so dental hygiene very important. Okay, so it's see you next time. Okay, thank you. Yeah, yeah, martial arts education credit. My professor leaders, okay, yeah. Exercise, okay? Thank you. Be ambitious. All right. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. See you next time, okay? Thank you. Yep. I don't know how much hair loss do I have left next time we see each other. Yeah, but to me, yeah, this is good enough, okay? So, humorous joke. Yeah, see you next time, okay? Yeah, thank you. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, see you next time. So, okay, mathematics, like Faraday forest, like coprime distribution. Yeah, we'll get back to it maybe in a month or so, okay? Yeah, thank you. Because I have to take a break from mathematics, okay? See you next time, okay? Thank you. Mhm. Yeah. Good evening. Yeah, nice, huh? Thank you. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm.